I think it's trying to go live. Let's
Good
see.
luck.
It's going, maybe.
Going, going, going.
It okay. Something's happening. Something's happening. I
Okay.
I see us live.
Okay, yay, I see us too.
Do you?
Yes. Let me mute that.
Oh yes, please do that. Moot, moot, moot,
All right, let
moot.
me share.
All right.
We
Mixin
are
babes. We are
live now. Let me put that. I'm just trying to do some sharing because I probably confused
You are
everybody.
so better with the sharing thing than I am. Please share away.
Nice
And
sharing.
anybody
I'm
who might
sharing.
be in the audience, feel free to share. And because I am just not good at it, apparently.
Yes, you are. Where's our picture?
It is right. There we go.
Yay! I'm still sharing. I think I forgot what I put the stuff under.
Okay.
Hmm.
I know we're a little bit late, y'all, because we
You
live in this
alls.
we live in the South. We say
Yes, we do.
y'all. Hello, James. How you doing? Capozzi, that's a
Oh,
good old Italian name right there.
hey, James.
That's a that's a North Italian name right there,
Yes,
Capozzi.
it is. Y'all, excuse me. I am not ready for anything today.
Neither one of us were ready for this. We were going to cancel, but I don't know. I just really wanted to go live today. And you know what? I think the reason why, well, number one, because I told her, I said I actually wore this shirt, this kind of racktastic shirt going on here. See this?
Yeah.
I wore this. Um, I specifically wore it today because I was like, oh, I'm going to be casting. I'm going to be on cam, right? And then and then that was the thing though. Okay, so like I did one of those things where I kind of had like some insomnia and last night and I couldn't fall asleep, and so I was like playing games on my phone, and then I fell asleep, and then I woke up and I was having like night sweats, menopause, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. But when I did go back to sleep, I was like I crashed hard,
Oh,
right?
boy.
And when I woke up, it was like 11 o'clock. It was like, fuck, what
Um,
happened?
I woke up
So,
like 1 o'clock, Jen, in the morning.
so I woke up and then I had to, and then my dog, she's not, okay, so we're doing something different with my dog. I got spanked last time I went to the vet because they're a little fat. And Miha, being 14 years old, is not really able to handle being fat.
Oh, oh,
So I mean, she's like, 14 years old. That's like she's like 91, right? So
yeah,
imagine like a 91-year-old woman trying to carry around like an extra 30% body weight. It doesn't. No, that's not good.
oh,
So I got spanked. So I put them. And I'm not sure it's doing any good. I put them on a diet. What it is, I'm not giving them. I still let them like lick our plates and stuff, but I don't give them as many bites of our food as we used to. I hope David is following the regimen.
I hope
Um,
so.
and I bought two separate because I used to free feed them. I used to just have one of those feeders that you fill it up and it just dispenses food out.
Yeah.
Hello, Frank and Susan, what's up? And but they said no, you shouldn't do that. You should give them a set amount a day. So, but because they free fed all their lives, I cannot get them on a feeding schedule to save my life. Okay. They do
Oh,
not
yeah.
want to eat when I want them to eat. They just want to eat. They just want to graze when they're hungry.
Yeah.
So I put out half a cup each I bought separate bowls, put them on either side of the water of their water dish, and I put half a cup each morning or before I go to work in each bowl.
Hi,
Um,
Chris. Sorry.
so I'm hoping that you know, if Miha eats it all one day, then maybe Fizgo will be hungry enough to eat more than her share the next day, kind of thing. They're animals. I mean, they work that shit out eventually, right?
I hope so.
Right. because I'm not around to watch them when they're eating. They, like I said, they just graze.
Yeah.
Well, okay, when dogs have a tendency to, when they have empty bellies, they have a tendency to spit up like a clear liquid, and that's what Fizzgig's been doing. So I'm worried that she's not eating.
Oh no.
So the diva dog that she is now has decided that before I go to work every day, she wants to be hand fed.
That sounds legit. Sounds legit.
Yeah, it's okay. So I did that for a couple of days, and then I noticed that she was eating. I saw her physically eating out of the bowl, so I was like, okay, and so I was like, she's eating, she's getting her share. But then she started doing that again today, whenever after I got up. So another thing that made me late was I had to sit there and I had to hand feed her the same kibble that's in her bowl. By the way, I didn't change
Yeah.
anything different. Okay, I just put her up on the
It,
couch with her food bowl, grabbed handfuls of her kibble out of the bowl, and placed them on the couch in front of her. And then she will eat.
it it tastes
She's
better coming out of your hand.
Queen, all hail Queen Fizzgig, leader of the Diva Dogs,
I left the
matriarch
cows. I left the cow.
of the Diva Dogs.
Yeah, I called 911 on the cow. I'm sure that's going to go on a recording somewhere and make me look like the biggest idiot in the world.
Oh
But
my God. Okay, so you almost hit a cow, which I
yes,
figured is commonplace out where you live, but
yeah.
tell me about hitting a cow. I was going to
So
finish saying why we were so late, but go ahead. I want to hear about the
so
cow.
I'm going to tell you about the cow because it gave me a heart attack. So I'm
I would think
driving.
so.
Yeah, I'm turning off the interstate and this little back road. And in the middle of the road, as I turn the corner, there's a big brown cow, and I almost hit it. And then the 18 wheeler coming down the road almost hit the cow. So I'm like, you know what? I'm calling 911. Somebody's got to get the cow before the cow is like toast. So that's how that happened.
Okay, okay. So tell me how this 911 call went. Why is it so funny?
Because I mean, just I just think those shows where they have like 911 calls they play
Yeah,
back.
I want to hear what you
There's a
said.
cow in the road. He's gonna get hit. I sounded about as country as I could possibly sound. Get the
I know,
cow.
right, Susan Hall? Like roadkill stew, ready to go. That's like
Yeah.
premium roadkill stew right there.
And they were asking me, well, what mile mark are you at? I said, I don't know what mile mark I'm at.
How
I
the
turned off
hell?
the interstate. I don't know.
How the hell am I supposed to know what mile marker I'm at?
Yeah, I'm in the country. It's somewhere between here and there. Find it.
You're
Find the
lucky I
cow.
have cell service.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah, that was my day. Hey, but at least my drug test was done. I got
Yes.
that done finally.
Yes.
Okay, I'm done.
So, all right. So I got up late. I had a hand feed Fizzgig.
Yeah.
Um, and then I had to take mom in. She had to get some blood drawn for her to get her A1C done. And we finally get here. It was like after 1:30 already. And so yeah, I thought I don't know, I was rushing. I mean I got stuff printed out and I got labels printed out and I got bottles labeled and I was rushing. But it's one of those days where you just had to like make everything, like not just fill the bottles, but I had to like make all like almost every concentrate I touched, I had to make a new bottle of
Sucks.
because I was out. So
That sucks.
then this one calls or she sends me a message and she was like, "Hey, I just got home." And I went and I looked at the time and it was 10 to 5. And I was like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
I totally thought I had more time. So I'm sorry that we're late, guys. But we're here now. And we were going to cancel altogether. But I really want to try this. I have not tasted this since last week, the Frostios that we made last week.
Yes. It's
And
fantastic.
I mean, I really liked this.
Did we
Um,
save the recipe, Jen?
I always save the recipes.
Okay. I mean, so we can share. I can't remember. Did we do
Oh,
that?
well, I don't want to share it because I think I want to
Okay.
sell it.
Well, okay, then don't share it. Sell it.
I mean, if y'all want to go back and watch and, then figure out the recipe yourselves, but
Yeah.
I mean, I may or may not tweak
Let's see
it. So
what
you may not
happens.
actually get the exact recipe. If but I'm gonna put this on my Eclipse. Oh, David did the cutest thing. Okay, I have to
What
tell
did
you
he
this.
do? What did he do?
Cutest thing. Okay, seriously. Sometimes that man of mine is just adorable. All right, so because I was kind of flustered and running around, I was late and I was feeding Gig and whatnot. I had vaped before while I was feeding her, and then I left my vape at the house. I left my mod at the house, right? So I'm sitting in the parking lot of the building where I took my mom to get her blood drawn, and I looked at my purse, and oh crap, my mod's not in my purse. Fuck, right? So I sent a message to David, and I said, "Oh, I said I left my fucking mod there, didn't I?" And then I looked in the side pocket, and I didn't have my pod device either because I had taken it out last week to show you guys, and I left it on my desk, right? So I didn't have my pod device either. I was like, "Oh, I don't have my pod device either." And I was like, "It's fine." I was like, "It's fine." I sent a message to David. He was like, "Yup," because he saw it sitting there. And I
Yeah.
was like, "All right, you know what?" I was like, "I got other mods at the office. I'm an adult. I can wait 20 minutes or however long it's going to take, right?"
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm playing games in the parking lot waiting for my mom. And, and I kept reaching for it. And I'm like, "Damn it." Ugh!
Need my mod.
Right. Hey, Scuba. So, I, so anyway, as I'm getting to work, David says, "Honey, your mod's not here." And I was like, "Yes, it is. Check around." I said, I used it at the couch when I was sitting on the couch right before we left. I was like, check around my seat on the couch." And he's like, "Nah, nah." He goes, "I think you left it in the grill." And I was like, "What in hell are you talking about?" Now, for those of you who don't know, my lab is in an office complex. There are 9 buildings in this office complex. Each building has 5 suites. Okay, um, and in front of the door, because we've had cookouts here before, and right in front of the door of our suite, sort of in our little patio area, is a grill. And oftentimes, whenever I have customers who want to come pick their stuff up here, but they can't get here during daylight hours, I will leave it out inside the grill and they can come by here at midnight or whatever and they can pick
Nice.
it up. And he goes, he's like, "Leave it in the grill." I was like, "Dude, I just had it at the house." And he's like, "No, it's not here." He goes, "I think the mod fairies took it." He had come
No.
here before I got back here and put my mod in the grill for me. And
Oh,
so it
that
was
was
waiting for me when it was, then he sent me a picture of it. And I thought he meant the grill at the house, right, at first. And I'm like, because I was just completely disconnected, right? And I'm like, "I mean, the grill?" I was like, "I wasn't even outside. What are you talking about in
oh my god. That's great.
the grill?" So,
That's great.
okay. So that still looks, we're going to put some more on here. All right. So this is all right. So obviously, whatever this stuff is made of is the kind that turns your wicks orange. But so
Yeah.
just to give you guys a heads up on that, um, which is probably the acetylpyrazine, I would imagine. But we're gonna give it a
That
little
is
bit
flavor.
extra. Oh yeah, acetylpyrazine is a magical flavor. Okay, it makes things. Like I said, if you ever have acetylpyrazine and you just open up the lid and smell it, it smells like bugles. Bugles. The things you put on the ends of your fingers, the bugles, little
Yeah.
cones,
Used to
right?
do that all the time. Yeah.
So it's got that corn, sort of crunchy, nutty flavor, right? All right, so let's see. Damn,
Which thing?
that's some tasty shit, man.
Oh yeah.
Yo, 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 no, what's up? Happy belated birthday. I mean, I wished you birthday on your birthday, but happy birthday again.
I
Yo,
know.
what's up?
You're seeing people before I am, so I must be lagging behind you.
Um, well, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, I'm like in the back.
Oh,
I'm not trying to make this sound dirty. I'm in the back. I
you're
don't
in
want
the
to say
back.
back door. I don't want to say back
Uh-huh.
end.
The
I'm on
back
the
end.
I'm on the back side. That doesn't work either. I'm on the
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the admin side of my channel.
There we go. Y'all, if I look like I'm about to fall out, I've had 2 hours sleep, so just ignore me. Like, I'm like,
I made her come on. I did. I was
no,
like,
you're
I
good.
did. I made her come on because I don't want to do it alone. But I did want to. I did want to like try this stuff because this is fucking tasty,
Yes.
y'all.
Is it real good? Really good. That
I
was
think the flavor might be. You know what? I want to think. I want to turn it up some because if I'm only at 50 watts. Let me turn it up some. Let's see how I do this. No. Let's see if I do this. Let's turn it up to 65. It was at 50.
they come out of
So
batteries on my other monitor.
let's see. Oh, it says
Oops.
low battery. Nope, can't have that. Can't handle 65. The battery's a
I
little low
can't
on this.
drive 65.
I
Yeah.
cannot handle it.
Well, Mom, I kind of woke up having a dream that you needed me, and I got on Facebook to check on you.
Aww.
And then I couldn't go back to sleep till 4:30, and then I woke up at 5:30. So I was tired.
Like I said, I did that, but I did that, and I was, I just crashed.
Yeah.
I must have, I mean, because I know I woke up around 6. I think I probably fell back asleep around 8. And I remember the phone ringing around 10, and I looked at it, and I didn't recognize the number, so I was like, screw it, and I declined, sent it to voicemail. And I just went straight back to sleep, and I mean, just crashed hard. And when I woke up, it was 11, and I was like, oh crap. And I knew I
Oh,
had stuff
wow.
to do here, so I was like, shit.
Sucks. Hey, Aussie.
I
Love,
see.
much love.
Okay, 65 watts,
Let's see.
Frostios.
Frosty. She has frosted her O's.
That's some good shit, y'all.
You got
I
some
think,
good
yeah,
cloud going.
this is going on the website. Oh my
Oh,
God, that's good. I also
I
need, there's
need
some,
you too, Mom. I
somebody
love you.
mentioned a churro that they wanted a churro recipe, and I have
Yeah.
churro, and so I gotta put, but it's not on the website, so I gotta add churro, Frosty O's, and I need to make a list of this. I need to add churro,
Hi, Peter.
Frosty O's.
Is that one that's can't go on planes or something? I know you say something about that, but I have no
Well, no,
clue.
it was okay. Here was the thing: is that when I first put up the one shots, I basically pulled out all of my recipes that had no ingredients that were considered flammable. Okay,
Okay.
because that way, obviously, they're safe, right?
Yeah.
Um, and then after that, though, most likely, and I knew, yes, I have banana churro set to go up, but I haven't decided if I was going to do banana churro like as a separate product or if I was going to add it as like an option on the churro page. So, um,
Wish I could have a churro.
in any case, where was that? What was I saying? Oh, is that okay? So I knew that if I took the time to calculate up the flash point, which is the level of heat that it takes for something to ignite, um, of all the recipes and their percentages, that most of those ones that, even though they contained something that's considered flammable, would probably still be okay, simply because you dilute down the flammable ones once you add stuff that's not flammable to it. I mean, that's just
Okay,
common
that makes
physics,
sense.
right? But it took a long time for me to go through, and I finally have gone through all of them. And I mean, there's a few that still did not make the cut, unfortunately. Um, but I'm almost positive that churro and this Frostios, which I'll have to calculate that up. Um, and there's another one that a customer ordered just today, actually. There's a blackberry limeade. I have to,
Blackberry lime.
yeah, that is okay to go. As a matter of fact, Of course, I already sent it out, so hopefully it's okay to go. I didn't even
I
check.
hope so too. It's
Yeah.
good. It's all good. Even if it's not, it's all good.
Let's see here. Let me go check.
I'm double modding. I have like, I don't even remember. I think I have a quick custard in this one and the
Ah,
frosted stuff in
yes, it
this.
barely made it. The blackberry limeade is okay, but the orangeade is not okay. So, barely made it.
You're
Mm.
safe. You're safe.
Oh, that was close. Um, so yeah, I gotta put that one up too. So,
Oh,
uh,
Jen, I'm falling in love with this mesh more and more every day.
oh yeah.
I, yeah, I even got mom to try it when she was over, and I love it. Love it. Love it. Hey, Dyer.
So it is a mesh,
Yes,
and
it's
you
a
got
mesh.
some mesh. I guess wiring, or I don't know what they call it.
Yeah, it's really
Mesh.
weird. I wish I could.
It's like a
I,
sheet, right? Like sort of like a or
yeah, it has
like
like,
a ribbon.
yeah, it's like a ribbon with the sticks, and you just sit it down in there, and it's so easy. And then you just put the little piece of cotton behind it. It's really simple. I mean,
What does
I
it look
could do
like? Do
it.
you have it handy? I want to see it. Does it look like a screen sort of?
Yeah, I mean, I have it in my hand, but I don't know how to take it off
No,
without.
I meant, do you have the mesh material
Sorry.
handy?
Do I? Let me see. What are you? Oh, I have cotton. Oh, I'm pulling my
Oh,
ear off.
Dyer, it's not that they have people that know how to check. It's that I'm worried that it might, catch fire in an airplane.
Yes, it's the profile M. What about if I shared a picture with you? Would that work? Because I don't know where my stuff is right now.
Oh, don't worry about it. I was just curious.
I
I
mean, it's
don't get
really
that.
cool to look at. I mean, and if I set it up, it's really easy. I only burn it once, and the first time I did it, I burned it, and then the second time I did it, I flooded the whole thing and almost threw it across the room. And the third time, I got it.
Okay,
That's
good
how
to
I work.
know. Good to know. All right, so I'm gonna double fist it here. I'm gonna put this back on my D3, and I'm gonna put my sparkling cranberry back on my Eclipse, and yeah, we're gonna switch back and forth because this is some good shit, y'all.
Yes.
Frosty O's.
Oh, I said a bad word. See, I'm saying bad words on live. I'm not supposed to say bad
What? I just said this is some good shit. What are you worried about?
words.
Don't be
I'm sitting. I don't want to wear my glasses. Hold
don't
on.
be putting don't be like making me look like I'm the potty mouth here. Come on.
You know I never curse. Ha ha. You know I do too.
Okay, that's not good. Oh, look, that battery's dead too.
I'll
Great.
say
Do
no. I'm not. No, there's no clothes involved. I'm not wearing pants, dude. No, come on, Jen. Oh my lord.
I don't even
Did
know
you
if I
get that
have.
Dyer? It's the Watofo Profile M RTA. That's what it was.
Now you
That's
do have the Zeus though, right?
the older Zeus.
This
Yes.
is
Do
the
I have
older
the?
Zeus. Gotcha.
Yeah, because remember I misunderstood and I bought the wrong Zeus when you told me to buy the Zeus X.
Because you just didn't use the link that I gave you.
No, I didn't because I had to go back later. You know how I am. You know how I be.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
I told Scuba that I was gonna come on and clean up all my things, and he was gonna show me how to do them live. And I'm like, they're gonna hear me cussing and throwing stuff out a window. They don't understand my level.
And Dyer, you have a point. That the levels of flammability you deal with, you would not be the source of ignition, and your mailers would burn before the liquids do. Um, I see where you're coming from. Okay, but it's one of those situations. Okay, like in a situation like this. Okay, I have to weigh out the pros of being right versus the cons of being wrong. Okay. Okay, so the pros of being right is that I can ship these products and nothing happens and you guys get whatever you want, which is awesome. Okay, but the cons of being wrong could mean I could take out an airplane.
We don't want to take out planes. That
And
would be
that is
bad.
just way worse than you guys being able to get the concentrates that you want. Okay, so like, see, no, 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 not just being destroyed, is taking out an airplane. Saying you think
Let's
it's worth
see.
the risk.
I don't know. They say bad publicity works as good as good publicity, but I think if you took out a plane, it might not work.
I mean, and the chances that they would figure out that it was my package that took out a plane is very slim, obviously. But
Yeah.
the idea that I could be involved in taking out a plane is just, it's not something I can live with. I'm sorry. I just
Dang.
can't do it.
Hey, Sandy. Gosh. Depends on, yeah, he does have a point. It does depend on who's on the plane. There are some people that could be on that plane I wouldn't be too upset about. You might be like a national hero.
But I would never know. That's just it,
Yeah,
though.
that's
I'm
true.
putting, and the plane has to go down. It's gonna
Oops.
hit people on the ground, okay? Like it, no.
Yeah, yeah, that's
It's
true. Jeez.
just not worth it to me, okay? Like there are definitely times that I will, not, break the rules because I weigh the pros and cons, and I'm like, hey, the pros of being right
Yeah.
does not outweigh the cons of being wrong. And it's like it's all good, but there's those times though when you're like, yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
those
do it. I
times.
can't do it. I can't do
Welcome back, Frank. Wow, I've become an evil person.
So, Sainty, are you the same Sainty? Are you Saints? Is that because did you decide that your previous screen name was inappropriate for public viewing?
Hey, DeMillan. What was it? What was the previous name?
Saints Cunty McFuckoff.
Works for me, dude. Works for me. We're all
Ah.
adults here, I think.
Peachy always would say it with a British accent too. She'd go Saint Cunty McFuckoff.
Saint Quenty.
Saint Cunty McFuckoff.
Do you know it took me years to be able to say that word?
You know what did it for me? I it was that way for me too. And I
Yeah,
would highly suggest this is what you do. Okay.
yeah,
You got banned on Twitch. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Um,
I do it.
you need to watch the vagina monologues.
Okay,
If you've never watched it,
never watched it.
you can, and it's on audio too. You could listen to it, but I think it's a little bit more effective if you watch it. It's like a 1 hour thing. Eve Ensler, she wrote it, and she performs it, and hour, maybe hour and a half, but I think it's about an hour, and she basically goes through a whole segment about the word and she repeats it over and over and over and over and sort of empowers it at the same time when she does it. And by the time you're done listening to that segment, you're like, huh, not such a bad word.
I could probably try. I could try. I mean, it took me forever to write it. I hardly ever say it.
Well, and like I said, I don't either, but it's like, I mean, it's still hurtful when somebody says it and I know they're just trying to be mean. I mean, that's obviously still hurtful.
Oh yeah,
But the word itself just doesn't bother me anymore.
yeah.
And I think and it's because of watching like I said, watching the vagina monologues, and it's a whole segment about the word. Okay. And she goes through each letter of the word and she applies, different words that start with that letter. And like I said, she just says it so many times you become desensitized and almost empowered by it.
I'll give it a
Um,
watch.
yeah.
I'll give it a watch. We'll see what happens. This
Hmm.
is the other word, I have no problem with because of my roosters. So I could say cock all day long.
There you go. So, yeah, I mean, and like I said, D Millen, and I would actually make the same suggestion to you. Like I said, it's still hurtful when somebody says it in a hurtful manner. Okay, that's always going to hurt. There's no question about it, and that's always going to be shock and hurtful. But watching the vagina monologues and watching that segment, like I said, it just desensitizes you, and you get to the point where you realize that, like, especially like people over in Europe and people in Australia, they use the word uh, probably about the same way we use the word bitch. Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
like, it's just very very commonplace. So it's and it doesn't, it doesn't affect them the same way that it does us because that's just part of their culture. Yeah, meat curtains is still pretty offensive.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Gross. Oh,
Um, but yeah, watching and I mean, and I would it would I would surprise I would be surprised actually, D Millen, if you had never seen the Vagina Monologues. You absolutely should watch it. It's very
yeah.
empowering.
Definitely heard of it, just never saw it. They had a book too, didn't they?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can get it
That
on the
may be
book.
where I heard it.
You can get the book. You can get it on Audible as a audiobook. Um, hang on, is that my mailman? Thank you. Um,
Halo just got home.
Promised Land Passage, nice. Oh, D Millen, I absolutely recommend it. And like I said, I personally would recommend watching the video of it, like the show. The book is just obviously a written account of it, and the audio version of it is just the sound version of the show. Um, but it's like I said, it's very empowering.
Nice.
You
You make
making some cream pie popping with cherries. Now, is that an
cherries.
innuendo or is that a suggestion? I wasn't sure we were
Oh,
actually going to mix today because well, we started late.
cherries. Cherries are the devil. I'm sorry.
Cherries are difficult to work with. I will tell you that. David
Yes.
forbade me actually at one point in time from making cherry themed recipes on my shows because he didn't want y'all to know our secret. Because we do cherries
David.
right. We do cherries pretty good.
I I bought some of that. What was that new one? The SS cherry compote or something. I still haven't mixed with it. I have such horrible memories of the last cherry mix I made. It tasted like a Luden's cough drop, and it was crap. Didn't like it.
Yeah, cherries are very difficult to work with, and so you have to be, first of all, you have to be very ginger with them, and you have to mix them um, with, say, something that most people think is cherry flavored but isn't,
Yeah.
like grenadine, which is
Yeah.
actually a pomegranate based flavor.
I have grenadine. I do have grenadine.
You have a grenadine flavor?
I do from Wonder Flavors.
Do you have a pomegranate flavor?
Do flavor art. I have flavor art, and I may have TPAs. I can't. I know I have more than one.
Is No, it's not. It's not. It's not like bar syrup dire thing. It's like I said. TFA's black cherry is pretty awesome. It tastes a lot like a natural cherry, which has that tartness to it, and pomegranate has a bit of that candied cherry flavor. That is which is what I think that people are looking for whenever when they think of a cherry vape, they're looking for that
Yeah.
candy cherry flavor and not so much a natural cherry flavor.
No, no, I don't want a natural. I want a
So
maraschino cherry.
yeah, that's what I was thinking of, a maraschino cherry, not candy cherry. But maraschino cherries are, guess what? They're marinated in pomegranate juice.
Pomegranate. Well, hey, I got pomegranate. Let me try it.
So there you go.
Yeah, I'll try that because that was one thing that Katie absolutely loved was cherries. But she likes the cherry cough syrup too,
Now,
as in a
I
vape.
will say, up front, do not fall victim to, say, TFA's maraschino cherry flavor,
Was it
because
bad?
they did not get that right. I haven't tried other maraschino cherry flavors. I think I'm pretty sure there are other vendors make it. So uh, I can't necessarily speak intelligently about other vendors, but I have tried TFA's, and maybe I just didn't use it at the right percentage. Maybe I used way too much of it. Maybe it was one of those intense flavors that I just got so turned off by it because it tasted like soap, and
Yeah.
I just got turned off by it and didn't even try to experiment with it anymore.
Oh,
So I could be bad mouthing TFA unnecessarily here, or unfairly, I should say. Um, but yeah, I would just stick with pomegranate, people.
yeah. Yep. We now she told us her secret. Now
I
we can go
did.
make it all day.
You can, but the fact of the matter is you don't know what makes up my cherry flavors.
That's
So
right.
if you
There.
still want one of my cherry flavors, you're gonna have to come to me.
Play that funky music, white boy. Yep, good. Sorry, you did it. All right. DeMillan said she made a Long Island and it tastes like a bar mop. Complete fail. Now I know you got tequila. I know you got tequila, but what other white liquor?
I do not have enough white liquors to make a Long Island iced tea.
Mm-mm.
I have tequila.
Oh, that's my
I
other favorite
have,
song.
what is it, rum?
It's white liquors. I'm trying to think.
What? Okay. I don't have vodka. I don't
I have
have
vodka.
gin.
I don't have gin.
I don't. Is it gin? I don't. You know what? Now let's go
I
look it
can't
up.
remember.
Damn.
I used to remember that.
Long Island iced
Ooh, that
tea.
sounds good, Peter. Even I could get down with that one, dude.
Typically made with vodka, tequila, light rum, triple sec gin, and a splash of cola, which gives the drink the same amber hue as iced tea. A popular version mixes equal parts vodka, tequila, gin, rum, and triple sec with 1.5 parts sour and a splash of cola. Um,
Well, maybe you could just drop it down because really, are you going to taste the gin, tequila, and rum and all that crap in a vape?
but that's just it though. Supposedly, and
Yeah.
I will admit, guys, I've had Long Island iced teas. I don't care for them.
Oh,
But supposedly, if you get just the right mix of all those together, it
yeah.
tastes like tea.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you do need all of them.
Well, dang it. Why not just use some doggone sweet tea and some tequila and see
I
what the
mean,
crap?
I have tea flavors. Just
Yeah, I
saying.
mean, I'm just,
I have
why
tea
not?
flavors.
Because then if you're trying to make it taste like tea, why not just put some tequila and tea and something together and say, yep, Long Island tea? Because I'm the lazy mixer tonight. Peter had a good idea. Banana
Okay.
and lemon yogurt.
Banana and lemon yogurt smoothie.
Sounds good. I have no
Hmm.
idea how to make it, but it sounds good. Exactly. Just use the tea.
I know, right? It's not like you're getting any alcoholic effects from this stuff anyway. I didn't even put that as a disclaimer on my alcoholic beverages. There is no alcohol in these flavors.
You ain't getting drunk from this, folks.
No, because I have a Sex on the Beach shot called Summer Lovin'.
Ooh, summer
Um,
loving. Sorry.
had me a blast.
Summer
Summer
love
lovin' happened
happens
so
so
fast.
fast. Oh, yeah, we're getting clicked. Yeah, mom used to bartend. She was like the lead bartender.
You know, Susan, I think that might be like an Alabama thing because
Hmm.
it's always been a splash of Coke as far as I know.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was told. We have the island. We went over this last week where they actually use real pitchers of tea and put all the white liquors in it. It was really good. And you never knew you were getting drunk, so you were passed out by the time you were done with the pitcher.
D Mellon, I wouldn't even begin to know how to make a rainbow sherbet. I haven't made any sherbets. I mean, the closest I could say is that when I know, like I was talking last week about how I like my key lime ice cream that I prefer it when it's fresh because that lime is just so tart and tangy when it's fresh. And then about 3 weeks into it, it gets fully steeped and the ice cream part really comes out and the lime gets muted. Um, which at that point it probably tastes a lot more like a key lime ice cream. But I prefer it when it's fresh, which is probably more like a sherbet or a sorbet.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean,
Hi, Lone Ranger.
what the hell is a rainbow sherbet made of? I don't even know.
Well, is that the lemon? Isn't it lemon, orange, and lime? Or am I wrong, Danilin? Because I can't remember. It's been a
Well,
few times,
probably
few
lemon,
years.
orange, and lime. That would make sense.
And you've got lemon, orange, and lime,
I do have lemon, orange, and lime,
and you can make a creamy cream.
and I could use my ice cream formula.
Dun, dun, dun.
And maybe a raspberry. Oh, what is it with you and your raspberries? Not you
I didn't
specifically,
do it.
but just the population in general. I just don't like. I just don't like raspberry. Lemon,
Lemon at
orange.
the cheap end of the scale. So not like this freaking medicine flower lemon I just bought. Holy crap. Oh, Jen, This medicine flower lemon though, you use 2 drops in a 30 mil, and it is pure freaking lemon. I am not kidding. It was like, holy crap! It was on sale. I had to have it.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
but nobody wants to spend that much money on flavorings most of the time.
Mm. Just oh God, you guys with your raspberry. Lemon orange
Yeah,
lime sounds delicious. Raspberry sounds ugh.
yeah. Maybe it was raspberry syrup I had. I can't remember. I watch these mixing shows and I just go buy stuff and I never even mix with it. It just sits in my freaking drawer. Literally, I have tons of flavors I haven't tried.
See, Michelle promised me
Uh
that
oh.
we
What
would
did I
do a
do?
fruity flavor. Susan says she's not crazy about fruity vapes, but she promised me we'd do a fruity flavor because y'all
Yes,
been
fruity.
inundating me with creamy flavors the last couple weeks. But
Yeah, fruit, man. You do the
and it's
fruits.
summertime, with
Summertime,
peanut butter.
summertime.
Come on, Dennis.
Goodness, holy crap, man.
Dennis is my
Welcome
peanut
back,
butter,
Noel.
one of my peanut butter fans. There, he single-handedly keeps my PB&J sales up because he loves
PB&J.
that PB&J boy. He actually I just sent him some PB&J crunchy raspberry.
You do the strawberry, raspberry, and grape, is that right?
I do PB&J in apple butter, blackberry, blueberry, grape, raspberry, and strawberry.
There we go. That's a lot of doggone PBs and J's.
It is.
Yes.
And the peanut butter buster is peanut butter banana. Susan, I mean, just if you needed her to pick up some
Yeah.
more concentrate.
Yeah. Just tell me what you want, lady. I'm on it. I am on it.
Yeah, if you
I
needed
don't
her to
even
get some
know.
more.
I don't know if she's tried the Kentucky yet. I don't know if my John mixes for her, my son.
Hmm.
And I don't know if I gave it to her, but I don't know if he's mixed it up yet.
Dyer, I will say that I printed out a flan recipe because um, was it last? No, it was like the week before last. There's this adorable little Mexican joint that's like just across the street,
Uh,
and peanut butter jam is so American. You are so right.
oh my God.
Um, and my husband loves peanut butter and jelly. Okay, peanut butter and jam, PB and J. He loves it, loves it, loves it. That is like his thing.
Well, Mom, bring it back up and I'll make the doggone bottle. I should have made it before you left. I know
So,
he's busy.
like I said, I think it was the week before last. Anyway, this adorable little Mexican joint across the street, and mom, it was Tuesday, and she was like, "Hey, it's Taco Tuesday. We should get tacos tonight." And I was like, "Hell yeah!" So we went across the street and we got stuff. And she's like, "I want a dessert." And I was like, "Oh, well, they have churros over there, and they have great churros over there." As a matter of fact, if you look on my website, well, you can't right now because I don't have the churro recipe up. But when you see it, the picture,
Yeah.
or I could actually put it here. This is actually taken. Here we go. Add source. Let me go find it.
Coconut, pineapple, and
Media.
strawberry sounds good to me. That sounds real good.
Ooh, I think I've done something like that. Here we go. Let's see. Local disk. Shared. Oh, where is it? Web material. Higgy flavors. Where is my churro? All right, guys. This picture was taken at the restaurant.
Let's see it.
Because here is the thing. Okay, so I went looking for um, a stock photo for churros, and I couldn't find one. All of them had a chocolate drizzle on them, but I didn't make my flavor with a chocolate drizzle. I made my flavor with ice cream, vanilla ice cream. So I was like, I could not find a stock photo of it. So I was like, you know what? Hey, let's go across the street to Tito's, and I'll just order a plate of their churros, and I'll take a picture
Hey,
of it.
and that's your photo now. I like that thinking.
That's my photo.
Right.
That is the way they serve it across the street at
That's,
Tito's, okay? And it is yummy.
yeah,
So,
that
um,
looks good.
anyway, So I was like, yeah, let's get churros. So I called him up to place the order. She's like, oh, we're out of churros right now. I was like, well, what do you have? Right? And she's like, oh, we have cheesecake. You know, she says, we have flan. And I went to mom. I said, hey, I have a flan. You want to get a flan? And she's like, I don't know what flan is. I'm like, all right, we'll get a flan. She had never had flan, right? And it
Flan's
was
so good.
delicious, people. It was so good. Um, so it was a Tuesday night, and David has a Bible study he does from like 9 to 11 on Tuesdays. So we got home, and it was after 9, or it was coming up on 9 or whatever, and we all had dinner together. But the dessert, he was all like, "I'm gonna go to Bible study." He's like, "Y'all can have the dessert." He wasn't expecting us to save him any, and we didn't. So, because it was about this big, so we split it in half, and we each had half of it. And so then he comes downstairs after his Bible study, and he was like, "How was the flan?" And we were like, "Oh, it was so good." And he was like, "Well, what does it taste like?" And I'm going, "Have you never had flan?" And he was like, "No." And I'm going, "Well, why didn't you say that? We would have saved you some." So I have printed out, hopefully it's good, but I've printed out a pretty simple flan recipe from allrecipes.com called a Spanish flan. Spanish flan.
Spanish.
And I'm going to have to make this at some point for him so that he can taste what a flan tastes like because they're fucking delicious.
I have a flan pan, and I have never made a flan ever.
I don't know
Never.
what I'm going to make it in, but I'm going to try. Okay, so Peter wants us to make. Peter's given us a recipe. Ooh, look at him
Heck
go.
yeah, dude. That's the way I like to see things happen.
Okay,
Hey,
so
Unicron.
6 banana. Cron! Let's see. 2% marshmallow.
Basically, it's kind of like a custard and a pudding mix. That's what I
2% dairy.
remember.
2% vanilla bean ice cream. 2% Italian lemon and Sicily.
So,
And 4% creamy yogurt. I have all of those flavors.
heck
Awesome.
yeah. Sounds good.
All right, we can make that. That's a lot of flavoring. What is that? 8, 10, 12, 14. That's 8. Well, 18%. That's not so bad.
You got it. You got it.
The flan is all yours. Hey, Sloan. I have not made a flan before. And to describe it, I mean, is it just a baked custard? I mean, it's sort of it. I think it has a little bit of flour in it. No, it
But it's
doesn't
kind
have any.
of,
No, it doesn't have
it's like a
flour in it.
puddingy
It's like
custard.
no, but it's more solid than a pudding. It's more
Yeah,
solid than a custard. Custard is like pudding. It's
yeah.
got shape to it. It holds its shape.
It jiggles.
So yeah, it jiggles. Um,
I don't
and
know.
it's got this sort of sauce on it that's just to die for.
At number
Mexican
two.
flan is very much like a cream caramel. Yeah, I could see that. You think that's too much banana cream? So wait, weren't we doing banana and strawberry? Where's the strawberry, Peter?
I don't know.
Banana, lemon, and strawberry. Or wait, yeah, weren't we doing strawberry?
I don't know. I'm rolling back up. I'm so confused. We had banana and lemon
Step
yogurt.
two.
Then we had something come after that and after.
How
Okay.
did you read that fast? He says step two in this recipe I printed can go very wrong.
Uh
Step
oh.
two is in a medium saucepan over medium low heat, melt the sugar until liquefied and golden in color. Carefully
Yeah.
pour hot syrup into a 9-inch round glass baking dish, turning the dish to evenly coat the bottom and sides. Set aside. I mean, I could see how you might burn the sugar if you're not watching it. Like,
I could burn the sugar.
yeah.
And
I know
it's
you need to almost burn the sugar, but not actually burn the sugar.
yeah.
I have used that up to 8%.
The
Be
banana
fine.
cream.
Oh, the banana cream, yeah. Then you
And you
have
can
sugar
smell it.
napalm. You know what? I did that one star thing. Oh man, I was so lucky. You know how sometimes you just make a really stupid mistake and you're so lucky that you catch it before it became a disaster. Like, so one time I used to, I don't do this anymore. I have a kettle now. But I used to take a pot of water and I would boil it on the stove, right? And after it was boiling, I would dump sugar in tea bags in it and I would sort of make like a tea concentrate. And then I would pour that into my gallon pitcher and then fill it up with ice and cold water to make iced tea. Um, but I would get lazy and not add the sugar. Like I'd want to, I'd add the sugar in before it was boiling, and then once it was boiling, to turn it off, right, and then add the tea bags and let them steep for a couple minutes. But one time I set the water to boil with the sugar in it, and I went off and forgot about it for a while.
Oof.
So eventually, it boiled out all the water,
Oh, Lord.
and all that was left was the sugar.
Oh,
And the thing was, I went into another room. And so when it started to smoke, it didn't come into that room. Like there was, I mean, it wasn't like the door was closed, but there was a sort of a barricade there that I guess kept the smoke from coming into that room, so I couldn't smell it. And at one point, I got up and I walked back into the kitchen, and I mean, there was just smoke everywhere. And oh my God, it was like,
oh,
I mean, it was like charcoal. I mean, there was just burning embers of just sugar napalm, as you put it. It
oh,
it was
Lord.
ruined. And then of course and it had not reached my smoke detector yet. My smoke detector is actually like past my kitchen and then like down the hall towards the front door. Um, so I quickly opened up my back door and I quickly ran to my front door and I started waving my front door just like this, going back and forth like this, trying to blow the air that way so it wouldn't reach my smoke detector and blow
Oh,
out the
no.
back door. I never made it to the tea phase, Sloan. I only burned the sugar water.
Were you able to get it off the pan? That's the biggest question.
I actually was.
Nice.
It was not a Teflon pan. It was just a metal pan. So, and what I did is once I put water on it, of course, so it didn't catch fire. But um, I was able to actually pry out that chunk of charred sugar in one big gulp, and then I was able to Brillo pad the rest of it because it was a metal
That's
pan.
awesome.
Um,
You didn't have to throw the pan away.
uh, so
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
I never made it to the tea. I didn't actually burn the tea part. I did burn the sugar water though, which doesn't bode well for me as an Italian. I'm supposed to be able to cook, so being able to burn water is not good on my resume.
Well, Mom, I made eggs in the microwave today. That was the stinkiest stuff I've ever made. I was in a hurry.
Susan, sweetheart, I'm gonna change your life. Um, you tried to make eggs in the microwave. What kind of eggs did you try to make in the microwave? Like,
Scrambled.
oh, scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
I'm
God,
still
it
gonna,
smelled horrible.
I'm gonna change your life.
Okay.
I'm gonna change your life. Give me just a second here.
Okay, Tyre.
I'm gonna give you a link. You got to spend $20,
Okay.
okay? But I'm gonna change your life.
Oh, that's nasty. Bless your heart, Demilla.
Okay, here we go.
I was hungry and I only had like 10 minutes, so I threw them in the microwave and
D
scrambled
Millen,
them.
I'm gonna change your life too. Right here.
I know, Mom, but I was
You
hungry.
will love this thing,
Okay.
okay? When I tell you you will love this thing, I'm telling you you will love it. You can make hard-boiled eggs,
Phew, this
soft-boiled
sad.
eggs, poached eggs, scrambled eggs,
Yes,
omelets, and they come out perfect. Okay,
that
I will
part.
admit I'm not great on the poached eggs thing. David was able to sort of figure out the poached eggs thing, but it didn't always work for me. But here's the thing: hard boiled eggs. Okay, how many, especially us Southern women, we love to make deviled eggs.
Yes, I
But the
live on them.
problem is if you make deviled eggs, you have to peel the eggs perfectly because if you rip the whites off while you're peeling the shell, your
Yeah.
deviled egg just looks like trash. Okay.
Yes, I can
This thing
attest.
makes perfect hard boiled eggs every single, they practically fall out of the shell.
It's in my
I'm not
cart.
even kidding you.
You're making me spend money.
I'm not even kidding you. Okay. I'm telling you.
I'm
It's
buying it. I'm buying it. So we're
It is unbelievable. David likes to make soft boiled eggs out of it. I will say that soft boiled eggs are a little more difficult to peel just because they're so squishy in the middle.
right.
So they're a little bit more difficult to peel, but I'm telling you, perfect hard boiled eggs every time.
I do that 2 days a week with our menu at night. So yeah, that'll be
Seriously.
awesome.
Okay. And yeah, I would imagine if you put some vinegar in the water, um, it would probably help the poached eggs go better. David has sort of come up with he found a way to he uses like a strainer and a bowl and he does the whole thing with it. But um, yeah, I'm telling it. I have one. I keep one here at Higgy Six. Now the reason I like this one, they make a double decker one, okay, which we actually have at the house. And it can actually and it doesn't have a center post on it, so it actually holds 7 on each level. Um,
Okay.
Now, I don't care for the double decker one as much, and I will tell you why. Because one, I don't feel that the top deck cooks as well as the bottom deck, but I also don't like it because the double decker one doesn't have a buzzer. Now, this one has a buzzer on it that sounds like the fire alarm's going off.
Hex yeah.
But that's awesome, okay?
Yes.
Because you could be across the house and hear that motherfucker going off, okay?
Yeah.
Like and it so when it boils out all the water on the bottom, the buzzer goes off and because the temperature shoots up real fast and the buzzer goes off and I'm telling you, perfect. They are
Hey,
perfect.
I'm gonna have perfect eggs then.
You all of a sudden you'll be like deviled eggs, sure, let me whip them up.
Let's go.
You'll whip them up like that. I'm telling you, will love this thing.
Well, because I make a deviled egg, like a fake potato salad, where I cut up deviled eggs and mayonnaise and pickle relish and bacon.
That's called an egg salad. Just
Yeah, yeah, but I
it's
call it a
not a
keto
fake potato.
potato
It's
salad.
not a keto potato salad. It's an egg salad.
I know, but it's a potato salad here because we can't have taters. And my kids are convinced. Yeah, mom, that's great.
Okay, it's a potato salad.
It's a tater salad.
Sure it is. Okay, it's an
Yeah,
egg. You're from the South, woman. You ought to know what an egg salad
I
is.
know. I know. I got some bacon and some pickle relish.
I'm telling you, but yeah, no,
Yeah.
I that was the thing. So I was going through, I was struggling trying to hard boil eggs in the microwave, and they just were not coming out right. You could put, I tried all these different tactics of putting them in there. You punching holes in them and all this other stuff, and like some would cook and some wouldn't, and and they wouldn't peel right. It was terrible.
A Russian salad.
So I was like, damn it, I'm getting an egg cooker, and I got this thing. Oh, I am so in love with it.
How long does it take to cook them?
About 10 minutes.
It's the same amount of time,
10,
basically.
10, 12 minutes to cook six. I mean,
Nice.
it's the same amount no matter how many you put in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could put 6 in it.
Nice.
And yeah. Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Mom all the time, she's like, because she doesn't want to learn how to use it, but she'll, will you boil some eggs for me? I pop them in that thing and just walk away. And when the buzzer goes off, she goes in, takes them out, peels them. They come
That
out
is nice.
perfect.
All right. We got perfect eggs. You heard us say it, Mom. And we gripe about that every time we make deviled eggs. There's
I'm
always a
telling
few.
you, I have just changed your life.
Yeah. And
Okay.
my mom's. She picked it up too. So.
And yes, I mean, Dee Millen knows. She said she got one of these after her egg fiasco. Yeah, I have just
Yes.
changed your life. Okay, I
Thank
promise you.
my southern heart thanks you then. I wonder, you know what? I'll have to try it out with my fresh eggs because I heard that those are really hard to boil.
Hmm.
So we'll have
Well,
to see with them.
I will see. I heard the opposite. I heard that it's easier. The fresher your eggs are, the easier they are to peel. But this thing takes that out of it. They could be old ass eggs, and they're still easy to peel. I mean, as long as they haven't gone bad. Y'all know the trick on how to tell if an egg's gone bad, right? Okay,
So,
here's what y'all do if you don't know. If you look at because eggs last forever, guys. Okay, they really
yeah.
do. They last a good month or so, 2 months even. You look at the sell by date or the use by whichever the sell by use by date on your that's stamped on the package, and if you've gone over that date and you're wondering if maybe it's questionable,
You a questionable egg.
get a container, put some water in it, put a good bit of water in it, a good 3 or 4 inches worth of water. Drop your eggs in the water. If they lay on their side, they're good. If they lay on their butt, if they're standing straight up like this, but they're still touching the bottom, they're okay. If they float, don't eat them.
Bad eggs.
They're bad. They're gone bad.
I have never had an egg last that long.
I, yes. I have had because I don't we go in like we have a tendency to go in cycles, like that's why David started getting organic milk because organic milk like lasts like 2 months, where he
Really?
oh yeah, organic milk lasts
Yeah.
forever because we go in cycles. Sometimes we all get into a cereal kick, and we'll eat cereal or we'll drink milk or David will make himself like his strawberry quick or whatever, and we'll go through a gallon in a couple of days of regular milk. But then other times we just kind of slack off, and then he'll buy a gallon of milk and like this much has gone out of the top and it goes bad.
Yeah.
So organic milk is a lot more expensive, people. It's like 3 times the cost of regular milk, maybe more than that. But it takes like 2 months to go bad.
That's nice. Well, that's another thing. My kids drink so much milk, but I drink almond milk. I'm an almond milk.
All right. So I got to go
Okay.
collect this stuff, right?
Yeah, because I still don't have my camera fixed up.
All right. So I need banana cream. I need marshmallow, dairy.
Oh, Sloan, I bought some sub bread like Friday, and today it was all molded. I was not happy because it's sandwich night. So,
How do you milk an almond? Oh, number one disco ball is broken. Let me fix it. I don't know why it does that. There we go.
no, I don't know what they do to get milk out of almonds. I have no idea, but
Oh,
it
I
goes
do. I
myself. How do
watched
they
it. I
do
watched
that?
the video. They basically you take almonds and
Okay,
you blend them up until they're just powder fine.
okay.
Um, and you soak what is it? You soak them, or no, you put something in there. Is it just water? I think it's just water. Maybe you blend the almonds up in the water until the almonds are really 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 super fine, and then you basically drain it through a cheesecloth.
Nice.
And it's actually pretty easy to do, but I would imagine probably more expensive than just buying almond milk.
Oh yeah. Well, it's only 30 calories for almond milk, so it's a good
I mean, I would imagine
theory.
buying almonds
Oh yeah,
is probably more expensive than
yeah.
just buying almond milk.
Which
So
is crazy. Nuts are outrageously crazy because I love the pistachio nuts, but they have gotten insane.
I like cashews.
Yeah, I like cashews, Brazil nuts. I
Cashews.
like those too.
Cashews and almonds are definitely my favorite nuts. No question
Yeah.
about it. Love me some cashews. All right, guys, I'm going to go grab these flavors out of the lab.
Yeah.
I will be
Okay. Though.
back momentarily, but I will still be available via sound.
Yeah, Sloan. That's all I use. That and I do a heavy whipping cream. That's the only two creams I use. Oh my gosh, y'all got to entertain us tonight.
You can hear my mom's country music.
Oh, we
No,
can
I'm
do.
just getting stuff for to mix something. They want a
Had a
banana smoothie.
Banana smoothies. Scuba, I hoard the pistachios at my house. I love those things. They are so good. But I don't, I can't find the Brazil nuts that are already cracked, or I would eat those all the time. And all you can find them in is those canisters with the mixed nuts, and you only get like two in the whole thing, at least where I live. And that's what was it? Was it toasted almond that people were using for pistachio in a mix?
I mean, yeah, they make us pistachio flavor though.
Yeah. I don't know. Somebody told me that nobody knew the difference. They might as well use toasted almond, I think.
I don't know where my dairy milk is. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's all the way in the
Dairy
back.
milk.
All the way in the
Yeah,
back.
I can do banana. I like bananas and pineapples. I love a pineapple,
Oh, I love me some pineapples.
but it's got to
Why
be
is
in a
it that
cream.
pineapple like makes your mouth sore after a while though?
Oh
I don't get
no.
that. It's like it's got like sharp edges or something.
Well, are you talking about Brazil nut scuba? Because I've never seen them pre-shelled, at least at my little Walmart.
Oh yeah, no, you can get pistachios pre-shelled. David discovered the dangers of that
Mm.
because there are dangers of that. Where is my yogurt?
So it was fresh.
Um,
I knew somebody said that.
if you where is my yogurt?
Y'all got to remember, I live out in the middle of the woods, so we don't get a lot of the things y'all get.
Um, you still there?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay, it got really quiet all of a sudden.
I
Um,
know. I shut my mouth for 5 seconds.
yeah, David said he got like I don't know, like a 2 pound bag or something one time of uh, pre-shelled pistachios,
Oh Lord, I could
and
eat
he
those all day.
couldn't stop himself. So
No,
he
they're
ate like a
good.
pound of them.
Holy crap!
And yeah, he discovered why you need the shells on pistachios because it self-regulates you
Yes, and plus they're
from
good to suck on. I
eating
like
them
the
too
salt.
fast.
Yes.
Because he said, "Oh, he paid for that later.
Oh yeah, I bet he did.
Oh, he paid for that."
Mama, don't be burning down the house. You gonna eat all my pistachios and not send me none scoop. Yeah, I have Danone, but I make I like the fathead bread better and the cheesy biscuit things. My brain is so dead, honey. I swear to God. That's just
What's going
the
on here?
we're talking about keto cloud bread.
Oh, I've made that before, but it's basically just eggs.
It is. It is.
It's like, yeah, it's just eggs.
Yeah, it's fake bread. I had to.
Just
I had
really,
to.
really, really fluffy eggs.
I fessed up yesterday that I did my first cheat in 2 months on my keto diet. Me and my
Oh,
son were going to Alabaster, and I forgot
uh-huh.
to eat. And I picked up a hamburger, and I felt like the worst person ever. And then my stomach hurt all night
Oh no.
because I just don't eat carbs. I mean, I usually only get about 15 carbs a day.
All right.
It is what it is.
Do, 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 do,
I-
do, do,
I've got some sunflowers growing in my garden. I might make some sunflower seeds out of those.
Now, see, those I completely justify getting pre-shelled because those are
Mm,
just a pain in the ass. I know people have like, I don't know, apparently, I mean, I know how to do it,
yeah.
but like, you have to stick the shelled nut in your mouth and sort of crunch on it and get the
Yes.
seed out and then spit the shells out.
Hmm.
But that's just a lot of work.
It is. It is.
I just
But they're
don't like it.
good.
Nah,
They're good.
you get those pre-shelled. I definitely am all about getting them little bad boys pre-shelled because yeah,
Oh my god.
if the good Lord had wanted us to shell sunflower seeds, He would never have given us hamsters. But the hamsters eat the seeds. They don't eat the shells.
And they're so cute to watch.
They are so cute to watch. I watched this video the other day actually of a girl who befriended a chipmunk in her backyard. And
Oh,
this chipmunk, and I mean, I don't know how she did it, but she trained this chipmunk to understand commands. Like it would say, like, I mean, this chipmunk, he would come up and he would sit on her lap or on her hand or whatever, and she'd give him a peanut, and then she'd say, hold, and he would just stop. And she's like, okay. And then he would start going. I mean, like, he knew to
wow.
stay and stop and go. And I mean, he knew he could understand her. It was crazy.
Wow. Wow.
You'd love to spit sunflower seeds. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not my thing.
I
I mean,
just,
pistachios I get, but sunflower seeds, nah. You got
I
to get them
I
bad
like
boys
licking the
special.
salt off of them. They're
I
good.
like that too.
I love
I had
salt.
some ranch flavored sunflower seeds, and
They're so
yeah, like I just popped that bad boy in my mouth and sucked all the ranch off before I cracked it open and ate the seed inside. They were pretty tasty.
good.
Pretty tasty. All right, I need to get my I need to get my juice calculator open.
The juice a calculator.
I
I
don't
am,
normally get given a recipe. This is actually kind of cool.
yeah.
So we have 18% flavoring.
18%.
Let's see here. Oh wait, you know what? We're gonna save this actually. So let's do here. Let's go here.
I feel the bad
And this is
moonrise.
a banana smoothie, right? This is what or
I,
banana lemon smoothie. Here we go.
what do you put in that thing?
Banana lemon smoothie.
Or as we say down here in Alabama, nanner lemon. Nanner.
Ba Bammy Land. That's what David calls it. Bammy Land.
Bammy land. Oh, somebody's calling.
What?
It wasn't for me, it's one of the kids' phones. All right, I'm gonna write down a recipe too so I can make it later since I'm not making anything right now because I'll probably like really screw it up.
Oh, you'll be fine. Oh.
Okay, 2%. Are y'all mixing this up in there in the crowd too?
Let's see here.
Give me just a second. I think I still have dairy milk. I hope I still have dairy milk.
All right, let's see. Da, 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 da.
Peter, this better be good.
Right?
I know I've got that creamy yogurt. Oh, okay. I've got the recipe down for later. Oh, I'm not trying that one. I am so not trying that one, Peter. I have an aversion to absinthe ever since New Orleans. I'll just leave it there.
Absinthe. That's like
Oh,
black licorice. Crap.
yeah.
This guy is cray cray.
We'll take it down, DeMillan. Mix it the way you want to.
All right, so we are doing Peter's recipe of 6% TFA's banana cream, 2% TFA's marshmallow, 2% TFA dairy milk, 2% TFA's vanilla bean ice cream, 2% Capella's Italian lemon Sicily, and 4% Capella's creamy yogurt.
All right, what you got going, Peter?
All right, let's see what Peter says. Let's see if Peter knows his shit. All right, so here we go. All right.
I've got it saved.
All right. What happens in New Orleans stays in New Orleans. That's just Vegas, dude.
Yeah,
That's
that
just
didn't happen for
Vegas.
me.
All right, so we have TFA's banana cream, which we are going to put 1.8 milliliters in le bottle, le bottle. We
I
have
still I still
marshmallow.
have people asking for king cake, and I just want to tell them that king cake sucks.
All right, zero point 0.6 milliliters of TFA marshmallow,
Marshmallow.
TFA's dairy milk flavor, zero point 0.6.
All right, who is Hirosine? I'm confused.
Hercene is Noel.
Hercine. Okay.
He switched. He switched accounts. Oh, Hercene. No, he didn't switch accounts. She's just calling him Hercene
Oh, okay.
because he also goes by Hercene. All right. 2% of vanilla bean ice cream.
Love me some vanilla bean ice cream.
It is a good vanilla flavor.
Yeah, it'd be good.
2% of Capella's Italian lemon Sicily.
You're on the ball there mixing that, Miss Jen.
Yeah,
You might have done that a time or two.
maybe a few thousand times. And Capella's creamy yogurt. 4%, which is 1.2 milliliters of that. La la. La la la. Oh, D-melon. No, 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 no. The weight thing that you guys do is, like I said, is just so much more practical um, for DIYers. I mean, it just really is. Okay, and I'm cheating. I'm using my pre-mixed 3 milligram 2575 mix. Um, this is pre-mixed for 15% flavoring, and we're using 18% flavoring. So yes, it is going to throw the ratio and the nicotine off, but it's so minutely off that you would never really notice. Okay, I mean, instead of being a 25-75 mix, it's going to be more like a 28-72 mix, which the average person would never notice. And instead of being 3 milligrams, it's going to be like 2.8 milligrams, or probably more like 2.9 milligrams, which again, the average person would never notice. Um, so we're just gonna fill that bad boy up.
That's going to smell really good.
And
Just
then,
from those flavors. Oh my God, that sounds like it's.
oh yeah, it's very banana-y.
Yes.
And the only reason I'm not wearing gloves, people, is because I do have this pre-mix. It's only 3 milligram. A 3 milligram is not going to kill you. 3 milligram, it would take a lot. You would have to drink like You'd have to drink a lot. You'd have to drink like this whole bottle before it would even hurt you.
Yeah, I lick that off my fingers when I'm
Yeah,
testing juice.
absolutely. Oh, of course, this one is. There we go. All right.
Jamila and I had somebody tell me that the other day that I usually stay under 10%. I've actually never noticed that I did that. So
And that's when you stay under 10% like that, it's because you're using flavors like Flavora, Inawera, Flavor Art. I'm not sure about Wonder Flavors and Just Flavors and all
yeah,
them,
they're
but
low too. And then medicine flour is like 0.25%. Or
those must be concentrates.
oh my goodness, they are super concentrated.
Because like there's a level here, people. There's a hierarchy.
Bless you.
All
There
right.
you
You have extracts, which are very low concentrates. All right.
go.
And if you tried, like, extracts is what you use in baking and stuff. Okay. And they have you put in like, a teaspoon or a tablespoon of say vanilla extract in something, and if you were to put like that much in your vape, in your e-liquid, it still would be weak, okay, because it's way up here. Right? Then you have, after extracts, you have flavorings, which is what we use. These are flavorings, okay? These are a lot more concentrated.
Yeah.
And then you have concentrates. Concentrates are basically, now, okay, if you guys aren't privy to this, but I am, because I was given, I mean, I had to sign an NDA and everything, so obviously can't tell you what the actual formulas are. But for the PMTA process, I was given permission to use a tool that Linda had created. Linda Andrews, the owner of TFA, and she's super, super cool lady, to basically put in a recipe, and it would kick back to you all the components of that recipe, basically giving you what chemicals these things are made of.
Wow.
Okay, and I'm telling you guys, this stuff is like 90% PG. Okay, most of these are ridiculously high in PG. Okay, the
Wow.
actual amount of chemicals that make up the flavoring is like 10%. Okay, which is
Wow.
why concentrates are number one, 10 times more expensive, and number
Mhm.
two, 10 times stronger than flavorings. All right.
Yeah.
So the wording makes a lot of difference when you're ordering. Okay, if you're ordering extracts, that's going to be the weakest one. Okay, there's going to be very little of the chemicals that make up the flavoring, and mostly some other sort of filler, whether it's PG based, alcohol based, whatever, oil based. Don't use oils. We have flavorings. That's going to be whoa, what's happening over there?
Where?
Your end.
I have no
A
idea.
massive amounts of noise coming from you.
Hold on.
Like talking,
Ah,
TV,
crap.
static, craziness.
Give me a second, hon. I'm gonna mute for a second.
Okay. And then yeah, and then you have concentrates, which like I said, are basically taking out all the filler and just leaving you with the chemicals that create the flavors. So that's why concentrates are so expensive, because you don't need much of them. You need like a tenth of what you would normally use. Yes, Dylan, you are correct. 3 milligrams of nicotine in a 30 ml bottle does equal 90 milligrams of nicotine, and that would kill a small dog. It actually would, and it would make a person very, very sick. Um, but a drop or two on your finger, it could lick off, and it does not. I know, like she was quiet, and then it just started getting loud in her background. Yeah, her background noise kicked in. I don't know what that is about. My boys are loud as crap. All right. I'd say that's shaken up enough. All right, let's see what this tastes like. We got to re-wick. I don't want to take the frosty O's off my .com. That's some good shit, people. Let's vape some more of it
Yeah, I wonder if that is it still loud because my
first. No.
Navita. Okay,
No.
so my Navita, the sound thing that does whatever to the background noise, it probably kicked off.
And we
I'm
call it
looking at it.
NVIDIA.
NVIDIA. I've always called it Navita. You know, I got to
Navita.
be special. My Navita.
Navita. Her Navita.
Navita.
I don't want to stop vaping this, guys. Y'all gonna make me change out my wicks.
I'll see. Why in the world would you do that, sir?
Oh, yeah, well, you just had that one puff, I'm sure, and then you quit. I mean, yeah, no, I think I know what happened. Wait, Aussie, are you the same Aussie as like Aussie, or are you a different Aussie? Because I know somebody who had, they had gotten in our auction. It was some Nick salts, but it came in a small bottle, like a little 15 ml bottle, but there was just enough nicotine in the bottom that when you filled it up with e-liquid, it would make it, 35 or whatever. I don't remember what the milligram was supposed to be, but it was just enough nicotine. So it was an empty bottle with just this teeny tiny amount of nicotine in the bottom. And somebody who got it, who had gotten it in my auction, um, had gotten the bottle, and they got distracted or whatever. They were mixing up a flavor, or they were going to mix up a flavor, and they thought they had put it in the bottle, and they didn't, and they accidentally dripped the straight up nicotine.
Oh my
And it
goodness.
was like 200 milligram. It was like,
Holy crap.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, lordy, lordy.
Okay, cool. Shano. I like that. Shano. Are
Here
you an
comes.
actual Aussie? Are you in Australia? Because if you're in Australia, I have to tell you about this candy place.
I think I'm the only person that calls him Aussie. Everybody else calls him Shano.
Well, no, there's another person that used to come to our shows named Aussie, but he's not Australian. He lives in Florida.
Oh, that's
So,
funny.
okay. Do you know of? There's, I guess it's in a mall. Are you in Sydney? Because there's a mall, and I'm sure there's more than one mall in Sydney. But and I have to figure out where it is. There's a mall in Sydney that has this place called Sticky, and they make the candies, and you can go and watch them make the candies. They do these live YouTube and Facebook feeds on Thursdays and Fridays. Well, their Fridays and Saturdays, but our Thursdays and Fridays. And they're such a fun group. And if you're anywhere near Sydney, you should totally go and meet these people because they're really awesome. You're in Melbourne. Okay. I don't think they have a Sticky in Melbourne. They never
I like the
mentioned a
name of
Sticky in
that.
Melbourne.
Sticky.
Yeah, it's just Sticky. They call them lollies. But they're these. It's basically hard candies. But they go through the whole, and they're using the same stuff we're using. I know they're using the same flavoring that we're using. They just mix it in with a bunch of sugar, basically, and they pour it out onto the table, and then they let it
Ooh,
harden, and then they manipulate it, and they color it, and then they put it into a design, and then they stretch it, and they cut it into little pieces. It's a lot of fun to watch.
nice.
It is a lot of fun to watch.
Nice.
All right, I guess you guys, we got to test this out because I know she's got to go.
No.
You don't?
Yeah, I wish. I wish
What do you mean you wish?
that I didn't have to.
Oh, yeah, so but you do need to go. Okay, yeah, so we
Yeah.
need to do this quick. Alrighty, let's get out my tools. I need that. I need that. And I think that's all I need. Alrighty.
I'm really interested on how this is going to turn out.
So I like to cut the ends off before I remove the cotton because there's still a lot of juice left in them. And if you don't cut the ends off, it basically just squeegees all the juice out into the juice well. And then you have to clean the juice well.
I swear the next time y'all see me, I will be more alive. I promise.
Like I said, guys, I made her come on. I made her do it.
It's my fault. I should have went to bed.
No, I made you do it. We were going to cancel. I said, no, I want to go on today.
We will always do what you want.
Oh, don't tell me that.
We will.
Don't tell me that. Just burn those off.
Hey, can you do that one mesh too?
No,
So you cannot just burn the stuff off of mesh. Okay.
no. Mesh, okay, so here's the difference, guys. All right. So if you see the way this is structured, I don't know if you can see it here. Let's see if I can get up close. Burn myself. All right,
Don't
you
do
see
that,
how
please.
there's three posts, okay? All right.
Okay.
So those posts have holes in them. All right. And so when you have a coil, the coil wraps around, it has two legs, right? And the legs go into the post holes. All right. And then you have these screws on top that clamp the legs of the coil into the post so that it makes a connection. With mesh, what you have is basically like two plates, all right? And the plates come together like this,
Right.
and you put that mesh ribbon in between the plates so that it's contacted all the way through like this. So you have two sets of plates like this, and the mesh then just sort of arcs between the two of them. Um, there's no way for the mesh to make any connection here because it doesn't have legs.
Okay.
So
Okay. Well, it's good knowledge. Good
mesh
knowledge.
mesh goes from glow to melt real quick. I can see that. I can do that.
Yeah. It's a good thing I have a lot of those little mesh things in.
Yeah. Um, it's just yeah. It's the difference between having a wire versus having like a screen. Um, if you want to make
Okay.
a connection with a wire, you got to have something to stick the wire into, versus a screen has to be like a flat plate.
Well, I'm going to get the rest of them set up. I am. I'm going to have all of them set up and I'm going to do it and not throw them out a window.
Okay.
Really, I am so impatient. And it's only with that. I can spend, like 6 months changing a mix, but when it comes to coils, if I can't get them in right, I just want to throw it.
Yeah. Well, I just avoided them for the longest time. Because I couldn't like with like RDA or RTAs. I mean I could do RDAs just fine. I mean I even went crazy once and I had a was it on the .com? I would do four. I did one setup where I did coils one above the other, two on each side, and then I did another setup where I did side by side. So it was like one, two, three, four.
Yeah.
Um, but they weren't fancy coils. They were just straight up wire coils. Um, and then but yeah, I did that for a long time with the RDAs because I couldn't get the RTAs. I just couldn't get the wicking right, and it was just very frustrating. They would leak, or the juice wouldn't flow in there properly, and then they would burn, and I'd get dry burns, dry hits, and
Oh, and that's horrible.
so I just stayed away from them for the longest time until I found the Zeus X, and then when I found the Zeus X, that's all she wrote.
And the one that I really want to play around with is a lolly coil one, just because the stovetop coil, just because it will
Oh
be
yeah, yeah, yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
good for testing juices if I can get that sucker to work right.
Yep. Yep. Stovetops are not easy. That's for
No,
sure.
well, this one it has a stovetop coiling tube that comes with it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just patience. I just got to find a little bit of patience
Because
and
I've seen people
expect.
build stovetops before, and they're crazy.
I'll
They
pull it
are
out one
crazy.
day and I'll show you the tool,
Okay.
and I'm sure you'll be like, "Oh, that's it." Okay. Yeah. And scuba, I still haven't had to re-wick the smart build coil that I got, so I don't know if that's easy or not.
Well, I'll see what I'm doing here is called the Scottish roll. I also affectionately call it the doobie roll, as you just watched me like I was rolling a doobie. Um, but and not everybody wants to take the time to do the Scottish roll because it is a little cotton and labor intensive. Um, However, I feel that it gives amazing flavor and it dries. Um, it dries out slower so that you don't get as many dry hits.
Nice.
Um, you can taste it when it starts to get dry. So it gives you a little bit of warning before it actually does go dry, which I really like. But it doesn't work for our RDAs. Don't try to do this in your RDA. This is a very much an RTA. Don't try to do it in an RTA because um, it's too much cotton. It won't let your juice flow into the juice as well as just using straight up wicking.
A dyer, I don't even know which ones I've got. I put them up in the vape closet and I haven't touched them again. Do, do, do.
Okay, getting all the little stragglies out of here.
Big wheels keep on turning.
What are you listening to?
I don't know. It just hit my brain, so I just figured I'd belt it out. Why not?
Proud Mary, keep on burning.
And we're
Boing.
rolling,
Rolling.
rolling on the river.
Ba, 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 ba,
Dun,
ba, ba,
dun,
ba,
dun, dun,
ba,
dun,
ba.
dun,
All
dun,
right,
dun, dun, dun.
fingertips.
Okay.
Oh, very banana-y.
Banana.
Um, so waste not, want not. Use all this extra cotton to clean out your RDAs, people. It gets nasty in here. It gets
Stop.
See, look at that. It gets nasty in here, okay? All right.
Right.
And this is the .com RDA, guys. This has a ridiculously deep juice well. Um, so it does take a ridiculous amount of cotton to fill it. Um, but again, like I said, it's because it has so much cotton in there, it it dries out slower. The taste will change as it's getting dry, so you feel it coming. You know it's coming.
I can feel it coming.
Look at you.
Okay,
You're
quit
like our
singing.
very own DJ. Look at
I drive my family crazy with that crap. Every time they speak, I come
that.
up with a song. I have faith. I have faith.
I like fancy stuff sometimes, but something like a Pulse 2 is hard to mess up, even drunk at the end of one of Scuba's shows. See? Okay. Good night, Hercine. Talk to you
I
soon.
know.
Mwah! All right. So these have to heat up a bit before the flavor really comes through. So let's blow some of this off. That's what she said. Okay, it happened again. Your
Okay, hold on.
background like went crazy. There it goes. Oh, she muted. Never mind. That's not what she said. I'll see. Okay.
No, never,
Nope.
never.
Nope. Still bad. A lot of banana. Not really tasting the lemon, although sometimes lemon, with only 2% of the lemon and using lemon Sicily, like if I really wanted to taste the lemon, like a citrusy lemon, I probably would have used TFA's lemon versus Italian lemon Sicily, because Italian lemon Sicily is a milder lemon and more of a bakery lemon. Um, I'm not really tasting any lemon, and when there's a small amount of it like that, a lot of times it just sort of uh, brightens up the flavor rather than actually is a flavor. Well, to be fair, Darthing, it's midnight in the UK. It's Friday. It's Friday in the UK. It's definitely Friday where Aussie is. Aussie's like 14 hours ahead, so it's like 9 in the morning for him or her. I don't know if you're a Shane is a boy or a girl's name. You could be a girl.
Uh,
Let me. Yeah, okay, you sound better now.
okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're kind of
It's
out
got
though all of a sudden. You're kind of
I
loud.
am. I'm loud, anyways. I'm always loud. All right, it's the witching hour for me, guys. So I've got to run. I
So,
love you.
this is I mean, it's pretty tasty. It's definitely banana, like a banana smoothie. I don't really um, taste the lemon part of it, but like I said, the lemon is probably sort of kind of doing its job, is sort of blending the flavors together. This is definitely a steeper flavor. I would say that it would change over time. I don't know if the lemon will come out over time, but it's definitely going to get creamier. Um, are you just out of here? Why are you muting now?
Oh yeah, I've got to go, guys. I love you.
Go.
Love you.
Fine.
Love you guys.
I love you too. Okay, so she's gone. If somebody else wants to call in, Scuba, we could take this up to 7:30, I suppose. If not, I'll probably scoot out of here in a few minutes, but I do want to give this a chance to. I mean, yeah, it's definitely like a banana ice cream, banana smoothie flavor. I could see that. It definitely hits the mark. Um, See, y'all were supposed to let me do a fruit flavor. Well, we did talk about fruits, but y'all kept talking about raspberry. I don't have the original one, but with the V2, you need both halves of the cap on for it to be hot. Oh, wait, what are we talking about? Oh, your Pulse RDA. It's in the naughty corner. Yeah, I don't. All my stuff is in the naughty corner because I am not a normal vapor, apparently. Um, I like to use one device. I'm a little uh, I'm a little anal about my batteries. So I don't. I have like a set. Like I have like 8 sets of batteries that I use in a specific order. Like I charge them up and then I use them in a very specific order. And if I have more than one mod going, it sort of fucks that system up. I complained about raspberry and put lemon with banana. I didn't complain about lemon. I complained about raspberry. I don't like raspberry. It seems like every time I want to do fruit flavor, y'all want to pull out the damn raspberry. I don't want to do raspberry. I don't like raspberries. I like strawberries. I love tropical fruits. That's my thing is tropical fruits. Melons and pineapple and pomegranate, kiwi, um, mango. Um, I like stone fruits, peach and apricot and whatnot. But I like dragon fruit. I like tropical fruits, but not a big berry fan. I mean, I like blackberry. I like strawberry. I don't like raspberry. Um, I don't know. Cherries are not considered berries. Cherries are probably a stone fruit, I guess. But I did not twerk. You did not miss it because it did not happen. Good luck ever catching that. Yeah, I would say I could see that. I mean, it fits the category of a mango or like mango, apricot, peach, with that, avocado are all stone fruits. So cherries would be a stone fruit because they got that big pit in the middle. Um, but yeah, I don't like raspberries. And yeah, especially when Aries is around, he always like comes at me with raspberry flavors. It's just like, oh my God, he loves raspberry. And it's like, oh, y'all gotta back off the damn raspberries. Oh. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Crispers, it seems like yeah, it fits the category of a stone fruit rather than a berry. Um, well, berries grow on bushes, and cherries grow on trees. Whereas You know, so do peach and apricot and mangoes. Um, so yeah, you have about 60 different raspberry concentrates. Hey, I am not knocking. I am not knocking people who like raspberry. I mean, believe me. I mean, raspberry yourself out, baby. But really, I mean, because apparently, even though I don't like them, I have quite a few of them that are pretty awesome. Hi, Timekeeper. Um, uh, yeah. And Aries does, yeah, and he can't do, there's a lot of things that he can't do, but he definitely likes raspberry. Have you made a POG? POG. POG. What's POG? Stumped me. Passion fruit, orange, guava. Have I? I don't know. Let me see. Let's see. Within workbook. Okay, I've made a lime orange guava once. I made a guava, passion fruit, mango, and cantaloupe one once. I made a grapefruit, guava, grape, and apple once. Oh, that's just a stupid recipe. I made a guava, watermelon, dragon fruit, strawberry, and lime. These were mostly Cassie's suggestions, by the way. Uh, I have a orange, guava, and ginger. It's interesting. I have guava, acai, dragon fruit, honeydew, and apple. That one's not mine. That one's not mine. I made a strawberry, mango, guava, and pineapple one once. I don't think that was very good because that was a long time ago and it never made it to the website. That's my techie taffy, but that's not what you're looking for. And that's it. You know, D Melon, Flavor West actually makes a ginger flavor, and it is really good. It tastes just like pickled ginger, and it has. Aussie, what vendors have you tried? Because I've tried some guavas too that were funky. Um, like TFA's guava is crap. um, Capella's sweet guava is pretty tasty. And I've tried. Oh, there was another one I tried, and I can't remember what vendor it was. The Capella's was still better, so I'd stick with Capella's. Um, got sent creamy. Oh, I made a mistake. Then I need to fix it, Mr. Crispers. Let me. I want to fix it. I'm so sorry. Let me pull up your order and reprint it so that I can fix it because that's not cool. I don't like sending out the wrong thing. Let's see here. I'm gonna find it. There you are. Let's see here. I am so sorry. Let me fix it. Let me fix that. My bad. Okay. Well, I mean, the creamy is definitely more popular than the crunchy, but I mean, if you wanted crunchy, you wanted more nutty. So I want to fix that. I made a mistake. So um, Flavor has a ginger peach that is delicious. I tell you what, I made one once. I had not been feeling well, and this restaurant closed down, which I'm so upset about because it was a very, very, very reasonably priced sushi place that was very close. Um, so the fact they closed down was kind of shitty. But I was at the tail end of a cold, and so you know how you have that really horrible, like real chesty cough that you have when you're finally getting rid of a cold. So I was feeling better, but I still had that horrible cough going. And we had gone to that sushi place, and we were sitting there, and I coughed a couple times, and my waiter brings over just brought it to us. He said, here's some tea. This should make you feel better. And I'm like, well, what kind of tea is it? He said, it's a honey ginger tea. And I was like, really? So I tried it and it was amazing. I mean, like, oh my God, it was so amazing. So the following week, I actually made a vape of a honey ginger tea. And if I remember correctly, it's it came out really. I mean, I still have it around here somewhere. Um, it came out really well. It would not be the kind of vape that most people would want to vape because it definitely had that bitter tea flavor, and you know, and a lot of people don't like honey in their vapes. I did use I I mean, and honey is a really hard one to get to. I mean, the best one I know of to use is Flavor Arts honey because TFA's honey sucks. Loran's honey actually tastes good, but it's got that horrible smell to it when you vape it. The exhale, like it tastes good to you, but when you exhale it, like everybody around you smells like cat piss. Um, so Loran's honey is terrible. I mean, it's not terrible, but you know, like I said, it's got its issues. TFA's honey is horrible. Flavor West honey is horrible. There's just honey is such a really hard one to get, but the um, Flavor Art honey is they've seemed to have uh, not included that cat piss element of their flavors. Um, So I'm pretty sure I made it with Flavor Arts honey, but I used that and I used Flavor West ginger and I think I used TFA's green tea along with a little sweetener. But it came out tasting exactly like the tea, which was really, really good. Um, but like I said, it was not the kind of flavor that a lot of people would want to vape, I would say. I mean, like, um, you know, it's not your typical desserty kind of in your face. I mean, it actually was a little bit bitter to begin with, but you know, some people really like. I like that. I like that kind of flavor. Use VTA golden syrup. It's a dark honey. Interesting. Interesting. That cat piss smell, I get that whenever I vape a tea. When I first met the wife, I was vaping tea, and she thought for the longest I had a personal hygiene problem. Oh no. Well, Flavor West has it. Can you not? Does Flavor West not sell to the public anymore? I mean, I have a wholesale discount, so when I need Flavor West flavors, I just go straight to them. Um, but I get if you're just wanting to get a single flavor, you'd want to get it like if you're getting other flavors as well, you'd want to go to some place like Bull City because they have multiple vendors and you know small bottles and better prices. Um, but but yeah, if you want to use a honey, I would definitely recommend using Flavor Arts honey. Um, it's you know, I've had a couple of happy accidents with Loran's honey. You gotta know how to use it though. Actually, I could really, you know what? I'll take that back. I haven't had a couple. I had one happy accident with Loran's honey that doesn't give you the cat piss effect. But yeah, um, it's not easy to work with. Ah, yeah. Well, you know what? I bet you, D. Millen, I bet you if you contacted them and asked them if they'd bring it in, I bet they would. You know, or I would not be opposed to maybe sending you some of mine if you'd like. You know, just a little bottle. All right, guys. Has anyone ever made a red birch beer flavor that is water based? No. I had a beer flavor once. I bought it from Get Suckered, which is now One on One. So I don't even know if they still have it. I haven't looked through their library lately. I know it was a couple years back. I used to always tell people that Get Suckered is definitely one of the most underrated flavor companies out there because they had a huge, huge library, and a lot of it was very complicated flavors. And they weren't. A lot of times you go to these places and you have simple flavors that and that we like to buy as DIYers because we like to mix them together. But they had what we like to call cheater flavors because they were kind of already pre-mixed into crazy concoctions like blueberry margarita kind of thing. And One on One bought out Get Suckered a few years back, um, probably around 2016, 2017, I guess. Um, but they, oh, a root beer. Okay. Um, But yeah, I had before they were that I had gotten a beer flavor at the request of a friend of mine who wanted to try it, and I mean it tasted like beer. It tasted like a warm flat beer is what it tasted like. So it wasn't good, but he had this bright idea that he was going to be able to like mix it with other things to make it taste like specific beer brands, um, and we never got that far. Oh, okay, okay. All right, guys. Well, listen, I think I'm going to let you go, but thank you, Peter, for this. This is, like I said, very delightful. Definitely a banana smoothie flavor. Not tasting the lemon, but not saying that that won't come out in the future. And you guys have a wonderful evening. And okay. All right, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for hanging out.